Good evening. Welcome to the press conference for Novak Djokovic. Please raise your hand, state your name and organisation when asking your question. We're going to go straight into questions.
Congratulations. You might be facing Stan Wawrinka in the next round. Obviously, you played a big role in his career, considering the magnitude of matches for him. But I would like to know what role did he play in your career, and how can you describe your relationship, because you seem to love practice together and talk together?
Well, he took away 2 Grand Slams from me. That's the role he played, beating me in 2 Grand Slam finals. No, I like Stan a lot. He's a great person. Really, also inspirational what he's doing at his age. He's almost 40 years old and he still keeps going strong. So that's something that not many people can do. And after several injuries, surgeries of his knees, he keeps going strong and trying to create some more history for himself and tennis. I mean, we cannot forget that he's a 3-time Grand Slam champion and a Davis Cup winner and also Olympic gold, and he had a fantastic career. So that's why, I think it's something that is very admirable and very impressive that after the physical difficulties he has been through in the last, I would say, 5, 6, 7 years, that he still, refuses to give up and still keeps going. So one of the nicest one-handed backhands that I have ever played against or ever seen. Very powerful player, very strong, very complete. He can play equally well on all surfaces. So I hope we get to play against each other, because we haven't faced in quite some time. It will be the duel of the veterans on the tour, if it comes to that.
Hi, Novak. Second round, late night. I'd like to ask you a very general question. And it's about your spiritual life. And probably more than any other tennis player, we've seen you in this very visible search for inner knowledge. The experience with a Spanish teacher, sitting by the Grand Canyon, climbing mountains in France, Bali. Are you still sort of in that place? Have things shifted a little bit? Do you still see yourself as a real seeker of?
I think we all are. It's just that we all go through different journeys. I think that the curiosity to discover, the inner world as well as the outer world is something that I feel like we all have. It's manifested maybe for somebody earlier in life, for someone later. I feel very hungry for knowledge, for experiences, and life is a great journey that can offer a lot if one is open to experience. It just depends. I can only speak on my own behalf. I've been through a lot of things in life, for these 36 years, and very, very grateful for all that I have experiences, also the bad experiences that I had, professionally and privately, because normally when you are feeling down, that's when you have an opportunity through those trials and tribulations to grow stronger, better, and to, I guess, use those lessons to become a better version of yourself. And it's a constant evolution, it never really stops. That's a kind of a mindset that I have on and off the court. That's the mindset that actually got me to where I am with my professional tennis career, that I never want to stop growing, learning, trying to improve, trying to understand the nuances, the details, whether it's with my game, whether it's with my body, whether it's with my nutrition, whether it's whatever it is, recovery, that can take me a small step further. Because I know that, the young guys, especially the ones that have intention to be at the top of the game, I know they're doing it, right? So everyone has their own way, but think is important to keep going and keep growing, because there is no such thing as stagnation, you know, like being in the same place like you have been last year, because everything is changing. So yeah, I think that's kind of an open mindset that I have towards life, and I, you know, try to welcome all the experiences that I have and try to learn from them.
Sam?
Hi Novak, congrats on the win, Sam from the ATP. You obviously come here with 23 majors won, ahead of Rafa now. Do you feel less pressure out there?
No, not at all. Every time I walk out on the court, particularly in Grand Slams and center courts, I feel, of course, tremendous pressure and expectations from myself, from people around that are watching live or on TV or the whole tennis world, right? It's a feeling that I'm used to right now by now, and it's something that I also embrace, because it's giving me further motivation, you know, to strive to make more history. So I don't think it's ever going to change as long as I'm playing, really. Regardless of the Grand Slam count fact, I still want to make my own results and my own journey, and that's what drives me the most, I think, nowadays.
Okay, we're going to actually switch to Serbian now, because
We can do a few more.
Okay, really.
Novak, the other day you referred to memories of the young Novak. What's your perspective on age today and how it applies to you?
Well, you're only as young or as old as you feel. I feel young in my own body, in my own head, in my heart. My children remind me of that, you know, the time that I spend with them, the innocence and the incredible curiosity and pure love and energy that I get to experience with them is something that really, yeah, strengthens that inner child in you, and also the fact that I'm still playing the sport that I fell in love with when I was very young. So I think that is something that is very refreshing. But yeah, the body is responding differently, but I still have to say that I'm really fortunate and blessed to have healthy body, really, and that still at this stage, after 20 years of professional tennis, I'm able to compete at the highest level. So that's you know, I've been, you know, of course, grateful to God and life for that, and my parents, of course, for genes. But at the same time, I know that the effort that I put in on a daily basis, of course, along with my team, it is granting me the opportunity to be healthy. So trying to enjoy the moment.
Hi, Novak. The PTPA posted a video tonight about them in London. It appears to be making some kind of announcement soon. Can you say any information about what that announcement might be?
I'm sorry. The
Yeah,
PTPA
PTPA.
announcements.
They tweeted a video on social media, and it appears to be making some sort of announcement. Do you know any information about what that announcement might be, or what's going on?
If I understood your question well, it's about PTPA's announcement. Well, there are announcements that are coming out quite, you know, regularly, so to say. There's nothing special. I mean, every once in a while, you know, PTPA comes out with a certain announcement that is related to whether it's a strategic move from the association or partnership, like the recent one with UTR. So that's all I know for now. I mean, I did as long as Vasek did as well, and a couple other players, some interviews. So maybe that's something that will come out soon. I guess that's maybe what you're referring to.
We're going to switch to Serbian
Thank you.
now.
Thank you.